At
Oh,
level 1, Roblox. Roblox at its most basic is a super popular way for a lot of people to get into FPS games. The platform is absolutely packed with developer-made rip-off versions of famous FPS titles, which makes them super easy for anyone to pick up and just play. These games are at the bottom of the FPS ladder because they're so beginner-friendly, and most importantly, they're completely free with no esports. The fact that these Roblox FPS games are so accessible is a huge reason for their popularity. They're always casual, giving you a straightforward introduction to FPS games and how they work, and a lot of these Roblox versions are actually really well made, mimicking the
was that a smoke? Was that a smoke?
Experience of games like Rainbow Six Siege or even Valorant pretty accurately. Players can actually have a good time with decent versions of these big franchises without spending a dime. However, even
I mean, Valorant is free, so
with their initial charm and quality, there's a big catch. They just don't have much competitive replayability. While they're fun for a single playthrough or even maybe a couple.
Who are these fucking? These aren't even unks. These are gramps. Who are these? Who are these gramp?
Tries, the novelty usually wears off super fast. The lack of deep competitive systems,
good headshot, bro,
or solid.
This is Valorant ranks, bro. This is Valorant ranks.
Often leads to boredom after you explored everything, or when you're done comparing your favorite game to the rip-off version. Once players get the basic mechanics and gameplay loop, they really don't have a reason to come back, since they take attributes from other games and don't stand out as their own game. So they're awesome for getting started, but they ultimately limit their long-term appeal for anyone looking for
am I right?
more lasting, challenging FPS experience. I can see a lot of underage kids that play a lot of Roblox playing games like this because they're probably just not allowed playing games like Call of Duty, Valorant, Siege, Cisco, or any other FPS game.
Did he just say no? Go back.
Not allowed playing games like Call of Duty, Valorant, Siege, Cisco, or any other FPS games. Level 2, Battlefield. Battlefield really stands out in the FPS world because it doesn't chase the super competitive esports vibe like many other games. Instead of intense pro league and high stakes tournaments, Battlefield is all about just having a good time, making it easy for anyone to jump in and enjoy the gameplay and the maps. This open door policy has built an awesome diverse community. I even remember playing with my 30-year-old brother when I was just 14. It's pretty cool how the game brings people of all ages and backgrounds together. The gameplay in Battlefield is pure chaos and totally addictive. We're talking huge maps with stuff you can blow up, tons of vehicles, and a big focus on team goals, all leading to these crazy unpredictable battles. Every match feels like a big action-packed movie where smart plays and sudden heroic moments can totally swing things your way. This immersive and wild environment really nails what most of us picture when we think of a true FPS game. Plus, Battlefield has always been a go-to for veterans,
bro. And then you get for veterans,
Call of Duty players.
I thought you meant like for veterans. Like, no, I thought he was talking about veterans. I was like, what, bro? Like actual veterans? Yeah, they probably get PTSD from this shit. Oh God, they do. Oh God, they do.
A bit left behind by where that series was heading, mostly because Call of Duty moved away from its boots on the ground feel. A lot of people looked for something more grounded and tactical. Battlefield, with its realistic bullet physics, combined arms combat, and massive battles, totally delivered, cementing its place as a beloved and long-lasting franchise with a seriously dedicated fan base. It's one of those games you can just pick up, have fun, play with the boys, or play even with your older brother. It's really not that serious.
And the thing is like Battlefield, like you don't have to try hard to do good. Like, and you also you can play different type of roles. Like, obviously like the sniper, and then like the people that like the medic, or like fucking rocket launcher, bazooka. Yeah, I was going to play the soundboard,
it's one of those games you can immerse yourself in. Level 3, Call of Duty. Call of Duty is a huge...
So this is level 3 out of 8, so Call of Duty is pretty low. I would agree with Call of Duty being this low,
in FPS games.
It's not like
pretty much the first thing people think of when you talk about the genre. Unlike previous levels, COD has a serious competitive scene. While lots of people just play for fun, there's a super passionate group totally into the esports side. The gameplay loop is simple,
weird,
fast, and easy digestible. The franchise has really pushed esports forward, especially with its iconic search and destroy mode. This tactical round-based objective mode, where teams take turns planning and defusing a bomb and eliminating opponents without respawns, has heavily influenced other successful tactical shooters, just like Rainbow Six Siege and Valorant. Its strategic depth and high stakes has captivated audiences and players alike, becoming a staple of competitive FPS. But here's the thing, despite Call of Duty's undeniable impact on esports and its massive popularity, it often falls a bit short when it comes to tactical complexity. The main reason, its gameplay loop is pretty straightforward. The core mechanics are refined and fun, but they don't quite have the multi-layered strategic depth you'll find in other titles. There isn't much focus on intricate team comps, diverse character abilities, or highly destructible environments that demand constant tactical adaptation. Plus, there's a hot topic in the Call of Duty community, especially when it comes to fair play and competition: controller aim assist. It's designed to make—
Alright, bro. If you... I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I played on both PC and controller, M&K and controller, and if you bitch about aim assist, bro, you are a bitch, bro. Listen, yeah, aim assist does help out a lot when you're, like, tracking people, and like when they immediately just press on the left trigger to like aim down sight. But the thing is like, it's not, some games do have strong aim assist. Call of Duty doesn't have the strongest aim assist out of like every single game. But like, your movement on PC can be so much better that the aim assist doesn't even fucking matter, bro. It doesn't matter. Stop bitching about aim assist when you got I play on both. I played on both. I played on my Xbox on the Black Ops 6, and I played on my my PC M&K on Black Ops 6 as well. It is so much easier to move around, to do all this like special shit. Why do you think he's playing on a fucking M&K right now, and he's going crazy? This dude that we're seeing right here. Stop bitching about that shit.
More accessible for console players, but some PC players and even certain pros see aim assist as a form of—
just everyone loves to bitch, bro. Everyone loves to bitch. Stop bitching.
Cheats. They argue it's an unfair advantage, especially in cross-platform play. It makes the skill gap for precise aim and movement, which is super important in other high-level FPS games, less sufficient. This ongoing debate highlights the constant balancing act Call of Duty has to do between making the game accessible and keeping its competitive integrity. Level 4, the finals. The finals totally nails it in the competitive FPS world by mixing the best parts of other big games that we just talked about with its own cool strategic stuff. It's got the super fast, smooth gunplay and slick movements.
I played finals the finals or whatever you want to call it, when like it was in beta or when it first came out. I thought it was really fun because like it takes like the battlefield like destruction out of like out of Battlefield. It takes that, puts it in the game. The game modes are a lot different, and I like that, and I like how there's 3v3 or whatever it is, and I thought that was pretty cool too. I just never got into it, but it is a good game. I do like it.
You'd expect from Call of Duty, but also the awesome breakable environments that Battlefield is known for. This combo alone makes it for a fun base. But what really sets the final apart is its awesome class system.
Bro,
unlike a lot of other shooters where classes can feel a bit stiff and generic, the finals uses a 3-tier weight class system: light, medium, and heavy. Each weight class isn't just about stats. It completely changes how you play the game and your team comp. This detailed class system opens up tons of strategic options.
I feel like any game that you start getting into class abilities, that's when it starts getting harder, because you have to play against the class abilities or like try to like work around your class abilities and work with.
To try out different class mixes, finding unique ways that work together and counter each other. The way abilities, gadgets, and weapons interact across these classes creates a dynamic game where adapting to the enemy's setup and using the destructible environment are key to winning. This deep strategy
keeps the— bazooka? You just shoot it straight at the ground and then explode. Hold on.
enemy setup and using the destructible environment are
pulls
key
out
to
a fucking bazooka and
winning.
just blasts the fucking floor and he's fine.
Strategy keeps the game fresh and fun, even after playing a bunch of matches. Even though it's still a bit of a niche title in FPS and just in esports right now in general, the finals definitely has what it takes to become a huge hit. Its unique blend of gameplay mechanics makes it just an interesting title. The game could really make it a major player in competitive gaming. They just have a long way to go, and hopefully they don't give up on the game too soon. Level 5, Valorant. Valorant adds a cool twist to the whole competitive shooter thing. Even though the basic movement and gun recoil might seem a bit easy, the unique
it is easier than CS:GO. The recoil in Valorant and aiming in Valorant is so much easier than CS:GO.
Agents totally make up for it. Each agent has a special ability that, when used together with other agents, create some awesome team synergy. This focus on working together with abilities makes for some super satisfying team play. In Valorant, nailing your timing, positioning, and how you use your abilities together is key. Mess up an ability like a poorly timed smoke from Omen, and you can totally wreck a perfectly planned attack or a crucial defensive move. While the game's mechanics might look simple on the surface, top tier players and teams always rely on pretty sophisticated strategies. This reliance on
what did it say?
And
Nerf
teams always rely on pretty sophisticated strategies.
Nerf that shit weapon. Okay.
This reliance
is the areas like actually good
on strategy is even more important because the aiming mechanics are actually pretty accessible. You can spray and pray a bit and get some random recoil, but getting good at precise recoil control and resetting your shots is surprisingly easy to learn. Ultimately, Valorant really shines with its exciting ability usage and the pure fun of its gunplay. However, compared to the next 3 skill tiers, Valorant could definitely grow in terms of its overall skill gap. Also, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't played Valorant in 2 years because some of these abilities that they're coming out with are just so stupid.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I liked Valorant, but when you start coming out with characters that like just either rip off other characters or you just keep putting out characters and like people that are new to the game can't come to the game, and like it's like Rainbow. It's like R6. Like going and being a brand new player and seeing all these operators and they all do different things, but some of them have the same like ability, hard breaches and all that shit. It hurts the game. It hurts the game. That's what Valorant's doing. There's people in that game that I have no idea what they do, and I played it literally yesterday and I still have no idea what they do. When you do that to a game, like I understand like that's the whole point of the game, but I don't know, man. Keeping it fresh could be different things. It could be skins. It could be like they came out with a new gun. It could be skins. It could be you could have operator skins, like Siege does, and like all that stuff. And that's how Marvel Rivals is going to be. There's going to be so many like characters that you're not going to know. For new players, they're not going to know.
Level 6, Apex Legends. Apex Legends really stands out in the competitive FPS world, mainly because of its super high skill ceiling when it comes to movement and tracking. That complexity is exactly what makes it so good. The game does an awesome job of letting players develop and perfect their own playstyles, making it a serious contender in the battle royale scene. A big reason for Apex depth is its diverse roster of legends, all with unique abilities. The recent skill upgrades just added another layer to the strategy. As someone who last played in 2022, finding out about skill upgrades was a pleasant surprise while researching for this video. It's totally how you can customize your chosen legend, and I honestly think that's a great addition to the game. Movement isn't just a bonus skill in Apex. It's absolutely crucial. With a time to kill that's way longer than a lot of other FPS games, quick and smart movement is vital for both attacking and defending. This longer TTK also means consistent and accurate aim tracking is super important, as firefights often need sustained fire to get those eliminations. Apex Legends cleverly brings together and builds on ideas from other games, creating a really rich experience. It takes the hero-based abilities you see in some other games on this list and elevates them by stressing the importance of team synergy and how different legends' abilities work together. The gunplay and recoil mechanics aren't ridiculously hard, but they definitely demand more control and practice than your average casual FPS game. To really crush it in Apex Legends and get into the top 10% of players, you've gotta put in some serious time and dedicated gameplay. There's just so much to master. Mechanics, character interactions, map knowledge, and strategic nuances. So becoming really good takes a significant investment of time. This awesome mix of unique movement, diverse legend abilities, strategic team composition, and challenging gunplay definitely makes Apex Legends a really rewarding but tough experience for anyone looking to push their competitive limits. Level 7 is CSGO. CSGO is seriously amazing.
It's harder because the aim is ass, bro. I'll be shooting someone in the fucking dome and it'll be off to the right and I'm not even moving. And I'm like, okay.
It's a first-person shooter that just keeps on going, pulling in a massive global fan base even though it's been around for a while. It's not just luck, there are some deep reasons why it stands out from other games. One of the biggest things about CSGO is how much you have to put in to get good. Unlike a lot of other FPS games that are pretty easy to pick up, CSGO has a super steep learning curve. You won't be dominating in just a few hours, it's a journey of hundreds and even thousands of hours. But that long climb makes it so rewarding. When you play well, it's an incredible feeling because you worked for it. And when you play badly, it's a wake-up call that pushes you to get better. The depth of CSGO's gameplay is unmatched. While other games might simplify things like map callouts and recoil, CSGO is an onion with endless layers of information. Every layer shows you new complexities and strategies you need to learn. Players have to meticulously learn tons of smoke lineups.
Yes, the lineups. I hate that shit. I don't know none of them. I don't know lineups for shit.
Timings and tactical use.
I throw a fucking flashbang thing and it's going to go through a window or something and I flash myself and it pisses me off, bro.
Recoil isn't just generic. Every weapon has its own patterns that takes serious practice to master. Map callouts aren't just names, they're a crucial language for a team.
Yeah, look at all no. Holy fucking shit, look at all that shit. Oh my good god, man.
Communication, demanding instant recognition. On top of these technical skills, players have to be flexible with their playstyles, adapting based on their team, the economy, and what the enemy is doing. This need for adaptability is huge. If you only play with a gun like the AWP, for example, you'll be in trouble. You'll be in trouble when you need different weapons or strategies, or just can't flat out afford it. And discipline is key. Reckless pushes or not understanding man advantage can quickly ruin a team's momentum and lead to loss. CSGO is more than just an individual aim or basic teamwork.
I'm like this guy, strategy game. Bro, I play like him, bro.
Disguised as an FPS. Maybe the most unique thing about CSGO is the intense psychological aspect, which a lot of games shy away from. The super fast time to kill combined with what feels like the tiniest hitbox for the headshot in any FPS makes the mental game incredibly important. The headshot mechanic really hammers home the intelligence beats recklessness. In this way, CSGO is a lot like chess, where every move has consequences and thinking ahead pays off. On the surface, it might look like a regular FPS game, but underneath it's a strategic masterpiece that challenges everyone from casual players to pro players. To truly master its complexity,
motherfucker's head is fucking massive. Holy shit, bro. Get away from your fucking... Get me away from you, bro.
Finally, CSGO's amazing esports scene really seals its legacy. It probably has the best esports ecosystem in competitive gaming, hands down. Its professional history is packed with iconic moments, legendary teams, and star players who have pushed their limits of skill and strategy, adding even more to the game's lasting appeal and cultural importance. The high stakes, intricate team play, and individual brilliance shown in its tournaments captivate millions, cementing its place as a giant of competitive gaming. Level 8. Rainbow Six Siege. Rainbow Six Siege is chess if it was an FPS game. It's the most challenging game that ends up just ruining other FPS games for the player base. I've talked to many players who have said after playing Siege, it's almost impossible to enjoy any other FPS game. Something about Siege makes you a fiend for the gameplay, and here's why it's level 8. Siege
I hate Siege, bro, but 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Siege has a complex map layout with destructible walls, floors, and hatches. It mimics the 3 stages of chess. Stage 1, the opening. For attackers, you have to drone to gather intel for your attack. What operators they have, utility placement, and which bomb site they are. Attackers will start the round getting inside the map as quickly as possible and locating what they have to open with hard breach to push defenders back. On the flip side, defenders take this time to set up the site, placing reinforcements, hunting drones, making lines of sight and rotates. Defenders will also start the round playing positions to contest attackers from taking map control. They do this by extending sights, using utility
that capcan right there would kill me. I'm not gonna lie. I've died so many times to random fucking capcans, it pisses me off.
Deny entry.
I play Brava only.
And playing off of it or roaming, making it hard for attackers to even get inside the map. Stage 2, middle game. For attackers, this is working their utility based on their operator selection. Most of the time,
bro, you knew he was there, you swung him. Did you not pre-fire? Okay, this is working you're calming right there. Look, he's on the 2 ping. He's on the 2 ping.
Based on their operator.
This fucking buck walks in, doesn't pre-fire whatsoever, isn't shooting his gun yet, and just fucking dies. You know he's there. He can't run away.
Or hard breach, making lines of sight like vertical or horizontal play that cuts defenders off, making it difficult to retake areas around the map and making it easier for attackers to set up a plant. Usually around this time, you're playing your angles you've made to try to pick off defenders and gaining man advantage. For defenders, this is playing off of your utility or pushing back from the pressure the attackers are dealing. As a defender, this is an important time because if you give up too much map control early, attackers have a lot of time to work with. Making it easier for the end stage of the round, defenders have to play their cards well, usually making a risky play like a flank or retaking a part of the map. Then there's stage 3, which is the end game. Attackers are setting up to plant around this time. Everything they did to this point makes it easier or harder to plant. After the plant is down, this is when the post-plant situation starts. This is where attackers have to protect the diffuser from being disabled. This can be hard if you didn't pick your operator comp correctly and didn't get to open the lines of sight needed. Defenders are trying to retake map control. They were forced to give up, forcing gunfights and flanking when needed. Depending on how successful your defending comp was, will determine how successful you'll be. During the round, the attackers have the time playing against them, but once the plant goes down, the script is flipped and defenders now have the time against them. There's a reason why the Siege player base is top of the IQ chart for a reason for any game. There's many decisions.
Was Minecraft the fucking highest?
There's a reason why the Siege player base is top of the IQ chart for a reason.
Oh, no. Okay. Among Us is... You're telling me Among Us is the second highest. And then Minecraft, the game that little kids play, man. You're telling me that shit. There's no fucking way.
For any game, there's many decisions a player has to make to be successful. From map knowledge, callouts, operator abilities, operator symmetry, aim, mechanics, and so much more. It's obvious Rainbow Six Siege is the top level for an FPS game. And that works against Siege more than anything since it's such a unique game. A lot of people just don't have the time to learn a game like Siege, but if you get the ability to learn it, do so because it's hands down the most rewarding game I've played.
It's definitely not the most rewarding game. If I'm going to be honest, being a peak diamond, once you get into those fucking lobbies where other people are like actually pretty good, and you just get shit on over and 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 over again, and then you're mental shocked, and then you can't come back from that. No, not a good game. Not a good game. Don't care.